War movies have always been a staple in the film industry, and there are some that have stood the test of time. What makes these movies endure? It's the universal language of shared experiences portrayed. For one, many films have captured the human side of wearing the uniform through stories that span military thrillers and the tedious boredom of military life. Some of the most timeless war movies include Saving Private Ryan, which opens with the harrowing scene of Allied troops storming the beaches at Normandy. Another classic, Das Boot, is a thrilling account of a German U-boat operating in the North Atlantic during World War II. Casablanca remains the definitive classic in the romance drama genre, while Thin Red Line hones in on the existential crises faced by men in combat. 1917 is an absolutely marvelous look at the everyman soldier of World War I, and All Quiet on the Western Front has undergone multiple well-received big-screen adaptations. The Deer Hunter is an emotionally shattering movie that centers on three friends who ship off to fight in the Vietnam War. Apocalypse Now is something of a cult classic, exploring war as an exercise in futility and a catalyst for a descent into madness. The Best Years of Our Lives depicts the struggles of three veterans as they return home and grapple with civilian life. Full Metal Jacket is a mainstay in military movie culture, and Platoon delivers a compassionate narrative in the midst of human depravity. Land of Mine tells an emotional story of young German prisoners of war tasked with demining the countryside in post-World War II Denmark. Rescue Dawn brings relatability to the most dire situation, while Black Hawk Down remains one of the best portrayals of the chaos of urban warfare. The Imitation Game weaves between wartime accomplishments and eventual imprisonment, and Schindler's List depicts the life of a German businessman who saved the lives of approximately 1,200 Jewish people. Dunkirk delivers a tense character study with one of the most incredible evacuations in war history as its stage. Life is Beautiful tells the story of a Jewish-Italian family separated during World War II, and The Pianist depicts a Jewish pianist hiding among the city's ruins during the war. Patton chronicles the career of the polarizing military tactician, and Gallipoli remains a leading anti-war film. Gone with the Wind details the scourge felt by Southerners in the wake of America's bloodiest conflict, and Lawrence of Arabia follows British Lieutenant T. E. Lawrence on a seemingly impossible quest during World War I. The Great Escape is based on the mass escape by British soldiers from a German prisoner of war camp, and Inglourious Basterds is an action heist meets historical fiction set in Nazi Germany. We Were Soldiers is carried by intense action sequences that give credence to the total disarray of the Vietnam War's first major battle, and The Big Red One follows 5 soldiers as they experience the toll of combat in World War II. Hamburger Hill depicts the physical and mental exhaustion experienced by the battle's participants, and Braveheart tells the story of Scottish warrior William Wallace. Downfall is inspired by the real-life narrative of Trottel Junge, who served as the Nazi leader's last private secretary, and Hacksaw Ridge tells the story of World War II Army medic Desmond Doss. Letters from Iwo Jima pulls the curtain back on both the humanity and radicalization of individual Japanese soldiers, and Master and Commander sets the standard for old-fashioned naval warfare on the big screen. Bridge on the River Kwai explores the ferocious conditions experienced by captured British soldiers in a Japanese prison camp, and The Dirty Dozen illuminates a darker side of military service with a bombastic plotline. Fury turns the armored vehicle into a character that serves as a metaphor for experience, gains, and losses in war, and Casualties of War depicts the blurred lines of war ethics. 71 is set at the height of the Troubles in Belfast, and Jarhead depicts both the monotony of service and the battle fatigue experienced by many veterans. Paths of Glory examines the collision between the ego and ambition of select leaders and the integrity of others during World War I, and Zero Dark 30 is a riveting character study featuring the hunt for Osama bin Laden. Three Kings is an unexpectedly good war offering with a heist mission for Saddam Hussein's hidden gold guiding the story, and Sergeant York tells the story of a World War I hero with deep religious convictions. Torah is a retelling of the attack on Pearl Harbor, and The Longest Day depicts the events of D-Day from the perspective of both the Allied and Axis forces. These timeless war movies have captivated audiences for generations, and their enduring appeal is a testament to the power of storytelling in the film industry. Whether it's the harrowing experiences of soldiers in combat or the moral dilemmas faced during wartime, these movies continue to resonate with audiences and stand as definitive classics in the war movie genre.